Hi guys, in this video we'll talk about how to do animation in Excel, and especially animation of particles moving in random direction. This video will be for the very basic users. You don't have to have any background, and you will learn what is random walk and how do you do animation and how do you visualize that random walk. So this is one of the examples. So you can see there is a chart here, and when I click animate, then I can see the particles moving around. So if you want to learn how to do this, it will take just 15 or 20 more minutes, and you will be all set, and no programming background is required. So let me start how to do this. So let me go from the basic. So now I have a empty sheet here, right? So I can go to the developer tab. If you don't have a developer tab, you can always click on file, options. There is a ribbon column ribbon there. If you click on the ribbon, then you can select this developer tab. If you check the developer tab, you will show up. So let's say view code. So now I have a view code, and it says sheet 2, right? So this is my sheet 1, which already had the code, right? So now in the sheet 2 I have no code, right? So what I'll do is I'll start with the sub. So I'll say sub. Even I don't have a very strong background in programming, but whenever I have to start a new program, I write sub here, and then I'll say animate. So this is my program, and I'll just put 2 parentheses and say enter. So animate is the name of my programming. 2 parentheses you add, you click enter, then you automatically get a line saying end sub. That means you have to have your program within these 2 lines, and this is your program called animate, right? So now what I'll do is I'll say cells, and then I'll put a bracket. It says which row, right? So it's asking me for the row. So row, if you know this 1 2 3 4, these are the rows and these are the columns, right? So let's go here back again, and I'll say 3 comma 3. So I'll say 3 comma 3 is equal to 1, right? And then I run this command. So now you can see I have 3 comma 3. So let me call these columns, let me name this column so that it's easier for our viewers. So now you can see that these are the column numbers and this is the row number. So if you look at the 3 and 3, so this is my 3 and this is my 3. So both of the 3's you have 1 here, right? So because I clicked run here, so this is my program. So now I know how to do programming here, right? So I can do the same thing. I can say cells, I can copy here, and I can, instead of 3 I can say 4, column 4, right? So I can say enter. So I have now 2 ones here, right? So this is good. Now I don't want ones, I want a random walk. So for a random walk I need a random step which is not defined by me, which just computer picks a random number. So you can have a command called is equal to rand parenthesis close. So that is nothing, it's just a command called random walk. It just a command called random number. It will give you a number between 0 and 1, right? So if I do this and I click start, so now you get a random number between 0 and 1. If I do it again, I get something else, 0.7. If I do it again, 0.57. So now this is between 0 and 1. But this is a random walk. I want to go both in negative and positive direction. So how will I do that? I'll do that by saying 1 minus 2 into random number. So think about it. You can pause the video and think about it. This is just a multiplying random number from 0 to 1 by 2. That means I have a random number between 0 and 2. And when I subtract that from 1, I get a random number between minus 1 and 1, right? So I'll do the same thing for the next cell also and say enter. So now I have 2 random numbers, and I'll call them as steps. So this is my dx and this is dy. These are the steps, right? And this is particle 1, right? So I have steps now. Now once I have the step, how can I have walk? Now the walk and steps are different, because once you take a step, you don't go back to reverse that step, you take additional step. That's how the walk will be. So what I need to do is I just need to keep adding this step up. So how will I do that? I'll say cells. Now I want to add a step in the next column, so that will be 3 comma 5. Yes, column 5. So that's equal to, now again I'm gonna add the same cell because this is a random walk. So I'm gonna add the same cell, and then I'm gonna add the first step. So this is the first step, so this will be the step. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it here. So this is the step now. So now if I click here, this is the step, right? So I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna take this again, I'm gonna put it here, and this will be for 6, and this will be 4, and this will be 6. Now I have 2 steps here, right? So I'll call this as X and this is Y. So now I have a walk. How will I visualize this walk? I'll go here, I'll say insert and a chart, and now this is the chart. So in this chart I'll make I can see 2 particles. So let me say that select data, add it, X here and Y here. Now this is cool, this is okay. I'm gonna define the axis. If I define the axis, that will make it easier for me to visualize the animation. Otherwise axis will keep changing and the particle will look like it's still at the same place. So I said -50 to 50, and same for this one. I'll say -50 and this is 50. Now I have this axis here, right? I'll delete this thing, and I can also delete this axis. Now I don't need them anymore. This is just for, and I can also get rid of these grids. Now I have the random walk. So if I go here and I click, so you can see that when I click, the particle is moving around. And if you look at the X and Y, so Y is 4.3, X is almost close to -1, but X and Y are all within -1 to 1. So that means the walk is happening. So particle moved away from 0, but the walk, the steps are still the same, right? So now I have a random walk, but this random walk is, I can't just keep clicking and looking at the random walk, right? So I want computer to do it for me. So what I'll do is I'll put a loop here. So how will I put a loop? I'll say for I is equal to 1 to 100, and then say next I. So that's it. So for means that I will go from 1 to 100, and each time I will be I plus 1. So next I means next iteration or next step. So it will keep doing it 100 times. That's all. I just need to put whatever I want to do 100 times. I'll just put it in between these. I can also do it 1000 times. I can say 1000 here, right? So now I can press enter, but when I press start, then I can see the random walk happened. So you can see X become 35, Y become 6, but I could not see the random walk. It just happened very fast. So so that I can see that, I'll put another thing called do events. So in do events, Excel will make sure that it will plot it first and then it will do the calculations again, so that that way you can see that, right? So now let me go back and make it zeros. Go back here and now press enter. So now you can see that the particle is moving around. So now you can see the particle is moving around. So this is a animation of one particle. So isn't it cool? So this is how you do the animation. Now what we need, we just need 20 particles like that. So how will I do that? I'll put one more loop. I'll say for j is equal to 1 to 20, and then here I'll put j is equal to or next j. So I'll put one more loop. I did add one more loop here, right? So that's it. I added one more loop, and I'll not say j is equal to 1. I'll say j is equal to 3 here, and I'll say 23 here. And all I need to do is in this x I'll replace in the cells, I'll just replace 3 with J. So basically, instead of only row 3, I'm gonna have all the rows, like from 3 to 23. So I'm gonna have 20 particles. So J and J. So that's it. When I do that and I press, now you can see that I have a lot of particles in the background. But let me stop this, and so I can call them as, so I can bring it here, I can close this down, and I can say this as particle 1 2 3 something. Yeah, my computer is slow, that's why it's doing this funny things. Yep. Yeah, so I have 21 particles to be exact. So, and now I need to plot all of them. So I'll say select data, add it, and the X values are these. Again, it's doing the same thing. I'll just click on 23 here, and then I click 23 here, say OK, and then OK, and OK. So now these are my particles, but this is already, the animation already happened, so that's why they already looked like they moved, right? So we're gonna go here. So now the program is done. So what I'll do is I'll go to the developer tab and say insert a button. Now I draw a button here. I'll say which program. I'll say animate because it's the program I just made, right? So I'll say OK, and that's it. And I can also rename this program. Oh, that I clicked on it by mistake. But yeah, so this is the animation. So we can always even delete them in the middle of the animation, and now you can see they again start from the 0, right? Yeah, so now it stopped. So I can say edit text, and I can call this as animate, and I can enlarge this thing just to have a better visualization. Click animate here. Let me go back to the program and call this as, instead of doing 1000, I'll do 10,000 loops, so that I have non-stop animation, right? Yep, 1000. Now I'm here. I'll delete this. I'll say animate, and now you can see that the particles are moving around. Anytime I can click like this and they will start from 0. So this is how you do the animation. So this is a random walk of multiple particles, or the random diffusion. This concept can also explain the diffusion. So suppose if you are wearing a perfume, and how the particles will move in the air, so they're gonna randomly go everywhere in the room. So if there's a person who's far away from you, the particle will slowly reach that person. It will take some time. When the person is closer, they can smell it faster, but less number of particles gonna reach to the person who is far away, so they might or might not be able to smell it. But this is how the random walks look like. So I hope this video helped, and if you like this video, please don't forget to thumbs up, and do subscribe to Garg University or our channel, other channels, and we'll have more videos like that to share with you. Okay, see you guys, bye.